Hi dear students, welcome to mathematics class. In the previous session we started a new lesson, that is complex number and quadratic equation, and there we discussed about how to write the general form of complex number. Okay, so the number of the form a plus ib, the number of the form a plus ib where a and b are the real numbers and I is equal to square root of minus 1 is called complex number. Okay, the number of the form a plus ib is called the complex number. And the set of all complex number can be denoted by capital letter C. It contains all the numbers of the form a plus ib. Okay, and there we seen the equality of complex number. When two complex numbers are said to be equal, then their corresponding parts are equal. Means real part of first complex number is equal to real part of second one, and imaginary part of first complex number is equal to imaginary part of second complex number. So those we seen in our previous session. And also we discussed about power of I, that is nothing but iota. Okay, I means iota, like that we can say, because that is a Greek symbol. Okay, so there we seen that I to the power 4n is equal to 1 where n is any positive integer. I to the power 4n plus 1 is nothing but I, where n is same for n is positive integer. Next, I to the power 4n plus 2 is equal to I square, that is nothing but minus 1. I to the power 4n plus 3 is equal to I cube, or that is equal to minus I. Okay, those we seen in our last class. Now, in today's session, first I'll discuss about the algebra of complex number, then after that I'll move into the exercise problems related the power of I. Okay, see, algebra means what? Algebra of complex number, this is our today's topic, algebra of complex number. Okay, so what is meant by algebra? Algebra means it is the study of the operation. In basic mathematics, you know what are the operations we have: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Same here also, we are going to study how to add two complex number, how to subtract two complex number, how to multiply two complex number, and how to divide two complex numbers. Okay, so that for first operation, that is addition of complex number. Okay, addition of two complex numbers. Okay, here let me consider two complex numbers first. That is let Z1. Z1 is one complex number. It is in the form a plus ib. Okay, and Z2 is nothing but c plus id. Okay, so you have two complex numbers, that is Z1 and Z2. Now I need to add Z1 and Z2. So how to add them? Okay, to add them you can write Z1 plus Z2. Okay, I need to find the value of Z1 plus Z2. Okay, so to find them, substitute the value. What is Z1? Z1 is nothing but a plus ib. Similarly, what is Z2? Z2 is nothing but c plus id. So you written here Z1 and Z2. Now to add them, okay, directly we can't add all the numbers together. Here there is two parts in the complex number, you know, that is real part and imaginary part. So when adding two complex number also, we should use same concept, that we have to add the real part together and imaginary part together. Means the real part of first complex number a should be added with the real part of second complex number c. Similarly, the imaginary part of first complex number, that is b, with the imaginary part of d, but there I is common will get, so that I'll write outside I into b plus d. Okay, so this is a way we can add two complex numbers, that is sum of the real part of two complex numbers plus I into sum of the imaginary part of two complex numbers. Now clearly it is in the form x plus I into y, or it is in the form of complex number, means clearly it belongs to the set of complex numbers. Okay, can observe the sum of two complex number is a complex number. Okay, sum of two complex number is a complex number. Okay, now I'll consider one example of adding or addition of two complex number. For that I'll consider one example here. See, Z1 is equal to 2 plus 3 I will consider, and Z2 is equal to any number 5 plus 4i. Okay, like this you have two complex numbers. Now I need to add them, means I need to find the value of Z1 plus Z2. That means 2 plus 3i plus Z2 means what? 5 plus 4i. This value I need to find. So that how to add? I need to add the real part of complex number together, that is 2 plus 5 plus I into add the imaginary parts, that is 3 plus 4. Okay, so this is nothing but 2 plus 5 is 7 plus I into 3 plus 4 is 7. Okay, so clearly the result is obtained also the complex number. Okay, so this is one example. Similarly, if you consider any other example, like Z1 is equal to 2 minus 4i, and Z2 is equal to 6 minus 8i. Okay, like this you have. Now when adding two complex numbers, see here Z1 plus Z2, this is nothing but 2 minus 4i plus 6 minus 8i, and this is nothing but, okay, what will get here? 2 plus 6 real parts you have to add, plus I into, what is the imaginary part here? Minus 4. Coefficient of I is the imaginary part, minus 4, and here minus 8. Okay, so this is nothing but 8 plus minus 12 into I, minus 12 into I, or we can write this one as 8 minus 12i. Okay, so clearly the result is complex number. Means we can say here closure property holds. Closure andre enu? Closure anta helidre sum of two complex number, because it is addition. Additionally closure satisfactory anta helbodu. Yakante helidre if you add two complex number, the result is a complex number only you will get. Means sum of two complex numbers is a complex number. So clearly closure law holds in the addition of complex number. Okay, closure law holds anta helbodu. Holds. Okay, similarly you will get different laws, associative law, commutative law, and okay, like this you have identity, inverse law, like this different laws you have. So we'll see one after the other. Okay, see. So closure law I explained. What is meant by closure law? The sum of two complex number is a complex number. Hence closure law holds. Okay. Similarly, the next one, as I said, that is commutative law. Commutative law is clearly holds. Okay, commutative law, how it holds. See, what it means by commutative law? If you consider any number, 2 plus 3 should be equal to 3 plus 5. Always you know 3 plus 2, right? Okay, if you reverse the order of number, a plus b is same as b plus a. Means in real number system, clearly the numbers are commutative. Means 2 plus 3 is same as 3 plus 2. Alva. But in complex number, whether they are commutative, see. Whether I will get z1 plus z2 is equal to z2 plus z1. Okay, check it. So z1 plus z2, same condition you can consider. This is z1 and this is z2. Z1 plus z2 you got 8 minus 12i. Now for same example, I will consider z2 plus z1. Okay, z2 plus z1. Then what you will get? See, the first number, that is complex number, what we have? 6 minus 8i. This is z2 plus z1 is nothing but 2 minus 4i. 2 minus 4i. Now add the real parts together. 6 plus 2 plus I into the imaginary parts minus 8 plus minus 4. Okay, or this is nothing but 8 plus I into minus 12, or this is nothing but 8 minus 12i. Again it is a complex number. Now observe here, clearly z1 plus z2 is same as z2 plus z1 you got, isn't it? Yes. So clearly we can say this law also holds, means commutative law also holds in addition of two complex number. Okay. Now the next one is associative law. Associative law. Okay, these are the properties, whether they holds or not we have to check. Okay. Means what is meant by associative law? That is, if you have three complex numbers, z1 plus z2 plus z3 is equal to, if you get z1 plus z2 plus z3, then clearly we can say the complex numbers are associative. Check it again. Okay, see, need to consider three complex number here. Z1 is equal to, simple complex number will consider 1 plus 2i. Okay, z2 is nothing but 2 plus 6i. z3 is equal to 3 plus 2i. Okay, like this you have different three complex numbers. Now first find z2 plus z3. So what is z2 plus z3? z2 plus z3 is nothing but add the real parts. 2 plus 3 is 5, plus add the imaginary part. 6 plus 2 is 8. Okay, this is z2 plus z3. Okay, now I need to find z1 plus z2 plus z3. So we need to add z1 with this complex number. Okay, so what will get? This is z1 and this is z2 plus z3. So 1 plus 5, 6, plus 2 plus 8, 10. Okay, so real parts with the real part, imaginary part with the imaginary parts. Okay, so this is the value of z1 plus z2 plus z3. But what is now the value of z1 plus z2 plus z3? z1 plus z2 is nothing but here. This is z1 and this is z2. Check it. 1 plus 2, that is 3. 2 plus 6, 8. Okay, so this you got. What is z1 plus z2 plus z3? z1 plus z2 already got. Now add z3 with that. Okay, so we'll get 3 plus 3, 6. 8 plus 2, 10. Okay, 6 plus 10, 9. Here what you got? 6 plus 10, 9. So what you can observe here, z1 plus z2 plus z3 is same as z1 plus z2 plus z3. It means that what? The associative law holds in addition of complex numbers. Okay, associative law holds in the addition of complex numbers. Okay, is it clear? Now we'll move into next property, that is additive inverse. It's before identity. Okay, identity element, what will get? Identity element. Say in real number, you know, in addition 0 is the identity element, because if you add 0 with any number, we'll get the same number. Like 2 plus 0 is 2, 3 plus 0 is 3, 0 plus 5 is equal to 5, 0 minus 5 is equal to minus 5. So clearly 0 is identity element under addition in real number. But in a complex number, whether 0 is the identity element under addition. Check it. Okay, so first I'll consider one complex number, 2 plus 3i, simple complex number. Second complex number is 0. 0 complex number. 0 complex number means what? It can be written in the form 0 plus I into 0. 0 plus I into 0. Now add them, z1 plus z2. z1 plus z2, what will get? 2 plus 0, 2. Plus 3 plus 0, 3 into I. So clearly you got z1. So clearly this is the identity element. Okay, so clearly identity element of the complex number is what? 0 complex number. Okay, under addition. Under addition, identity element of a complex number is what? 0 complex number, that is 0 plus I into 0. Okay. The last one, inverse. Whether inverse law holds, whether inverse exists or not. Okay. Whether inverse exists or not. I have to check. Okay. So, for this complex number, okay, in addition of real number, we can check the inverse exists or not. See, here if you have 2, which number I should add to get 0? Or if you have 5, which number I should add to get 0? Or if you have here some number, with which number takes the value 3? Okay, so clearly here, okay, here 0. Which number takes the value 0? Clearly here minus 3, minus 2, minus 5 is the answer. Right? So clearly if you take negative, or if you reverse the sign in numbers when adding, then clearly the value gets 0. So the inverse exists here in a real number system. But whether inverse exists in complex number system, check it. Okay. So I need to add Z1 with a complex number to get 0 complex number. Okay. So which complex number? See. Here Z1 is 2 plus 3i. Okay. I need to add which complex number to get 0 here? 2 plus which number takes 0? Minus 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. 3 plus which number takes the value 0? Again minus 3. So this is the inverse. Similarly, if you consider any other complex number, 5 plus 6i, okay, or 5 plus 8i. Now, which number I should add with this to get 0 complex number? That is minus 5 minus 8i. Means in generally we can say, if you have a complex number a plus ib, then it's a negative complex number, that is minus z. Minus z means what? Minus a minus I into b. Multiply minus to each term. So negative of that complex number is the identity element, inverse of the complex number. Okay. Negative of the complex number is the inverse of the complex number. Okay. So like this. So this is not such important, just remember here how to add to complex number, and these are the properties. You should know here clearly in addition, closure law, commutative law, associative law, identity law all holds, and clearly inverse exists in the addition of two complex number. Okay, addition of a complex number like this. Now I will move into the next property. Next what? That is the operation of complex number. Okay. So in that the second one we have difference. Difference anta helidre enu? Difference of set anta helidre alva? Difference of number anta helidre enu? If you subtract one number from other number, then it gives the difference or subtraction. ಒಂದು ನಂಬರ್ ಇಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನಂಬರ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಳೆಯುವುದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ? ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್? ಹೌ ಟು ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ಕಲಿತೇವೆ? ಹೌ ಟು ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್. ಸಿ, consider two complex numbers. Let z1 is equal to a plus ib and z2 is equal to c plus id. I need to get the value of z1 minus z2 in generally. Okay, what is z1 minus z2? Here same as your previous step, that is in addition of complex number you seen, to add two complex numbers I need to add one corresponding parts we should add. Same in the case of the subtraction or the difference of complex number. To subtract two complex numbers you have to subtract the same parts, like real part from real part, imaginary part from imaginary part. So we'll get here a minus c. You have to subtract like this, real part minus real part, plus I common here, imaginary part b minus imaginary part d. Okay, like this, a minus c plus I into b minus d, and this is in the form x plus iy or a plus ib, means it is a complex number. The result obtained when difference of two complex number is what? The complex number itself. Okay. See, for example, if you consider two complex numbers like z1 is equal to 2 plus 4i, z2 is equal to 3 minus 6i, okay, or 3 plus 6i. Now, I need to get the subtraction of this, okay, z2 minus z1 I need. Okay, what is z2 minus z1 will get? See, real part of the complex number is here 3 and here 2. We have to subtract 3 and 2, 3 minus 2, because here consider the first complex number as z2 and second one is z1. So, z2 minus z1 is nothing but 3 minus 2 plus I into 6 minus 4, 6 minus 4, or this is nothing but 3 minus 2 is nothing but 1 plus I into 6 minus 4 is nothing but 2, or we can write like this 1 plus 2i. Or else to get z1 minus z2, what you have to do? What is z1 minus z2? This is z1 and this one is z2. Subtract them, we'll get 2 minus 3 plus I into 4 minus 6, and this is nothing but minus 1 plus I into minus 2, or this is nothing but minus 1 minus 2i, minus 2i. Okay, the result obtained is clearly the complex number, okay. So, like this we can subtract two complex numbers, okay. Now, I hope you understood this. We will move into the next operation, that is multiplication of two complex number, okay. See. Okay, see. Okay, multiplication of complex number. Same here, consider two complex numbers. Z1 is equal to a plus ib. Z1 is equal to a plus ib and Z2 is equal to c plus id. Okay, I need to multiply these two complex number, means Z1 into Z2. This I need. Okay, that means what? Z1 is nothing but a plus ib, a plus ib. Z2 is nothing but c plus id, c plus id. These two I need to multiply. So, multiply, here you have two terms, here two terms, multiply each other, will get four terms. That already basic method you use in your high school, that same method you can apply to multiply two numbers here, okay. So, here a first multiply with the c, what will get ac. Next a multiply with the id, what will get a into I into d. Similarly, ib with the c, I into b into c. ib with the id, okay, ib into id, okay. One step over. Next again a into c, ac only. A into I into d, this I can write as I into ad, I into ad, plus ib into c, that is nothing but ibc, and I into I square b into d, okay. But we know I square is equal to minus 1. The value of I square is what? Minus 1. I can replace that. Okay. So, what will get here? I can write I square as minus 1 into bd, that is minus bd. Now, see, here you have four terms. In these four terms, you can observe the real parts and imagined parts. So, which are the real parts? We have AC and BD, because they are not the coefficient of I. So, AC minus BD, okay, I write together, and from other two terms, that is the imaginary terms, imaginary parts of complex number, because they are the coefficients of I. Okay, so there I is common, you can take, what will get? AD plus BC, AD plus BC. So at the result you got Z1 into Z2 is nothing but AC minus BD plus I into AD plus BC, and this is clearly belongs to complex number. Because why? Because it is in the form x plus I into y, x plus I into y. Okay, so like this. So when they ask to multiply any two complex number, use same method, or else you can by head, you can remember this formula also. Okay, Z1 into Z2 is nothing but A into C minus B into D. Okay, plus I inside the bracket AD plus BC. Okay, like this you have to multiply, or else you can use simple multiplication method to multiply two complex numbers. For example, Z1 is equal to 2 plus 3i and Z2 is equal to 5 plus 4i. Okay, like this we have two complex numbers. They asked to find the value of Z1 into Z2, multiply two complex number. So it means what? 2 plus 3i into 5 plus 4i. Okay, so here you can multiply each terms together and we can simplify, that also a method, right? So 2 into 5, 2 into 5, like this you can multiply. Next 2 into 4i, 4i, 3i into 4 plus 3i into 4i. Okay, like this you can multiply, no problem. Okay, so 2 5s are 10, 2 4s are 8, 8i we got, 3 4s are 12, into I we have, into I. Okay, 3 into 4, 12, I into I square is equal to minus 1, so minus 12 will get. Now write together the real parts, that is 10 minus 12, and take the imaginary part together by taking I is common, 8 plus 12, or this is nothing but minus 2 plus 20i, minus 2 plus 20 into I. Clearly this belongs to the set of complex number. So like this we can multiply two complex numbers. Okay, so ಈ ಥರ multiply ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Okay, now we'll see conjugate of a complex number. Before division of complex number, I discuss about conjugate of a complex number. Okay, what does it mean by conjugate of a complex number? How will get the conjugate of a complex number? See that. Let me consider a complex number z is equal to a plus ib. Clearly observe here, z is equal to a plus ib. Okay, this is the complex number I considered. Then the conjugate of z, the conjugate of which complex number? This complex number, conjugate of z is obtained by replacing the sign or reversing the sign. Okay, see, that is I can write as z bar. Okay, it is a conjugate. Z bar is nothing but a minus ib, a minus ib. Okay, this is a complex number they given. Its conjugate, that is a minus ib, can be denoted by z bar, is called conjugate of z. Conjugate of, okay, already you written the conjugate of z is what? Z bar. Conjugate of z is nothing but z bar is equal to a minus ib. Or if you have a complex number a minus ib, then its conjugate is what? A plus ib. Okay, for example, If they given z is equal to 2 plus 3i, its conjugate, that is z bar conjugate, that is z bar is what? 2 minus 3i. Okay, if you have a complex number z is equal to 2 minus 3i, then what is the conjugate of that? Z bar is equal to 2 plus 3i. Okay, so remember here, conjugate means what? When writing the complex number, you have to reverse the sign and you have to rewrite. That gives the conjugate of a complex number. Artha aita? Very simple definition, right? So again, look at here. Let z is equal to a plus ib be a complex number. Then z bar is equal to a minus ib is said to be the conjugate of z. Okay, or if z is equal to a minus ib is a complex number, then z bar is equal to a plus ib is called as conjugate of that complex number. So plus idre minus baribeku, minus idre plus anta baribeku. Artha aita? Okay. So ಇದು ಯಾಕೆ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, ನಿಮಗೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪರೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಕಾಂಜುಗೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ನೋಡಿ, how to divide two complex number. Is it clear? I will erase this one. Now I will move into the next operation, that is division of two complex number. Okay, division of complex numbers. Okay, division of complex numbers. How to divide two complex number? Same complex number you consider z1 is equal to generally a plus ib and z2 is equal to c plus id. Okay, this be two complex numbers. Now I need to find the value of z1 over z2. z1 over z2, how we can find? This is nothing but a plus ib divided by c plus id. C plus id. Okay, this is a complex number we have. Now we need to simplify this. To simplify this complex number, and we should write at the end in the form x plus iy. Always in standard form, we should write the complex number in the form of like this: a plus ib or x plus iy. Okay, now this complex number we have, that is a plus ib divided by c plus id. I will do an operation that I will multiply and divide by the conjugate of the denominator to this complex number. So what is the conjugate of denominator? What is the denominator of a complex number you have here? C plus id. Okay, now what is the conjugate of that? C minus id. Okay, so without affecting the result, multiply and divide same. Okay, now in the next case, what you have to do? Multiply the numerators together and denominators together. Okay, multiply numerators and denominators together. Okay, so what we'll get, see? Okay, like this: a plus ib into c minus id divided by c plus id into c minus id. Okay, multiplying together, then what we'll get, see? We'll get a into c, ac, a into minus id, that is minus iad, ib into c, that is ibc, ib into minus id, that is minus I square bd, divided by c into c, c square, c into minus id, minus icd, idc, id into c, that is idc or icd, id into minus id, minus I square d. See, just simplification now. Here in the numerator, you have the real part AC, and I square is nothing but minus 1 we know. So minus I square is nothing but what? Plus 1. plus 1. Okay, I square is minus 1. What is minus I square? Plus 1. Okay, so here AC, here this become plus BD, plus BD. Similarly, take I is common from these two, we'll get BC minus AD, divided by, this term get cancels, ICD minus ICD get cancels, so we'll get C square minus I square D, minus I square D, I square is nothing but minus 1, minus I square is nothing but plus 1, minus I square is nothing but plus 1, so plus 1 into D, whether just D here, ID into ID is what? ID square, okay, so like this square we have. So like this you have to divide two complex number. After that, make separate terms. Okay, here C square plus D square is common to the first and second term, right? So you can write this as AC plus BD divided by C square plus D square plus I into BC minus AD divided by C square plus D square. Okay, just I am separating the denominator to both terms of numerator. Then what you got here, whether this is in the form A plus IB, the result, yes, this is A plus I into B, or X plus I into Y. So clearly this belongs to the set of complex number because it is in the form A plus IB. So clear here. So division of two complex number also will get complex number only. Okay, when dividing two complex number, we can use same step. Okay, these steps use ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? Multiply and divide by the conjugate of the denominator. Okay, ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Multiply and divide by the conjugate of the denominator. And then we have to multiply each other, the numerators and denominators, like that. Okay, so ಈ ಥರ solve ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Okay, so this is about division of two complex number. ಸೊ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಹೇಗೆ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನೋಡಿ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೇನೆ ನಾನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ. Z1 is equal to 2 plus 3i, Z2 is equal to 6 minus 4i ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ either you can go through this formula or else you can use same procedure what we done here. So Z1 plus Z2 is nothing but 2 plus 3i divided by 6 minus 4i. Okay, now you can observe in the next step what will get 2 plus 3i divided by 6 minus 4i, and here multiply and divide by the conjugate of denominator, that is 6 plus 4i divided by 6 plus 4i. Okay, now multiply the numerators together and denominators together. 2 into 6 12, 2 into 4 into I, that is 8i. 3 into 6 18 into I, 3i into 6 is 18i. 3i into 4i, that is 12i square. Denominator 6 minus 4i into 6 plus 4i. Just see here, when you had here c plus id into c minus id, you got at the end c square plus d square. Okay, c plus id into c minus id is nothing but c square plus d square. In the same way, 6 minus 4i into 6 plus 4i is nothing but 6 square plus 4 square. 6 square plus 4 square. Okay, now again simplify in the numerator. Minus I square. Minus I square is nothing but 1. But what is I square? I square is equal to minus 1. I square is equal to minus 1. You can replace that value here. Okay, then what will get? 12 minus 12. 12 minus 12. Isn't it? And here, I is common. 8 plus 18 will get. I is common. 8 plus 18. Okay, like this. Denominator 6 square 36, 4 square 16. Okay, so again you can write this as 12 and 12 get cancels. 8 plus 18, that is 26 will get. Okay, 26i divided by 36 plus 16, that is 52. 52. Okay. So like this you got at the end. Or you can write this one as 0 plus I into 26 by 52 also. It is in the form A plus IB. A is nothing but here 0. Means clearly it is what? Purely imaginary complex number. Purely imaginary complex number means what? In that real part is 0. So clearly this is, or division of two complex number is nothing but purely imaginary complex number we got here. Okay, this is about your division of complex number. Okay. Now one more thing connected to this, that is a multiplicative inverse. Okay, just see that, then we'll see the remaining in the next session. Okay, see what is meant by multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse of complex number. Multiplicative inverse. See, if you have a complex number z, then 1 by z is called its multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse. They will ask in 1 mark. Okay, they will give one complex number and they will ask to find the multiplicative inverse. 1 by z is nothing but what? See, 1 by z is nothing but, see, if you consider z is nothing but a plus ib is a complex number, then 1 by z is nothing but 1 by a plus ib. Okay, now here just multiply and divide by a minus ib, conjugate, and here also a minus ib. What will get? See, 1 into a minus ib is nothing but a minus ib. Denominator again in the form a plus ib into a minus ib, same we got here also, c minus id into c plus id, c square plus d square. Same here also, a plus ib into a minus ib is nothing but a square plus b square. Again we can rewrite this one as a divided by a square plus b square plus minus I, or I into minus b. Minus ib you have, so I into minus b divided by a square plus b square. Okay, either you can use this formula or this formula to find the multiplicative inverse of a given complex number. For 1 marks they will ask to find the multiplicative inverse of a complex number. 1 mark ge keltare. Okay, hege find ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? What is the formula? Okay, just check it. Okay, see, z is equal to 2 plus 3i, simple complex number they given, and they asked to find the multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse of this complex number they asked to find. Okay, multiplicative inverse. So to find the multiplicative inverse we need to find 1 by z value. 1 by z is nothing but by using the formula a minus ib divided by a square plus b square. This is simple formula. Now a minus ib is nothing but what? The given complex number is here a plus ib, then you got here a minus ib means it is the conjugate. Okay, conjugate of a complex number divided by, conjugate of complex number divided by a square plus b square. Okay, so what is the conjugate of this complex number? That is 2 minus 3i. They given 2 plus 3i, should write here 2 minus 3i, divided by a square plus b square. A is nothing but here 2, b is nothing but 3. Okay, so a square is nothing but 2 square, b square is nothing but 3 square, or this is nothing but 2 minus 3i divided by 4 plus 9, or we can write this one as 2 minus 3i divided by 13. Okay, and this can again rewrite as 2 by 13 minus I into 3 by 13. ಈ ಥರ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಬರಿಬೋದು. Okay, so likewise we can solve the operation related questions in complex number. Okay, so 4 operation here we seen, that is addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of complex numbers Together with that, we studied conjugate of complex number and multiplicative inverse of a complex number. So I hope you understood about today's session, and in the next session we will study the exercise related questions. Okay, thank you.